All right, so welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. We've got 3 super fancy looking modern slip joint knives that are out now. Now, I say looking because this one's actually fairly budget friendly. These two are a little bit higher, but we're going to talk about these. Now, you already know I've reviewed this guy before, but we're going to talk about it some. And I've also reviewed a version of this before, but I've never reviewed this. So these are going to be more like overviews, sort of super fast, but I'll spend a little more time on this one since I've not before. So let's get these open and tell you what they are. This is the, the Giant Mouse Ace Jutland slip joint. Now, I picked one of those up at Blade Show 2025, and I love it. This is one that came in the pass around group. This is a knife I've reviewed before, the Notorious EDC Kingpin, and this one has the most wicked jigging I have ever seen on that titanium. All right, and it comes with this Notorious leather slip, and then this is the least expensive of the 3. This is the Kizer trestle, and I'll tell you guys, this is $90 with Damascus and Coca-Cola wood and titanium. So 3 titanium, beautiful titanium slip joints that we're going to check out. All right, we're going to spend time first on the 2 that we've already done. We're just going to kind of highlight them and go from there, if that makes sense. Now, the Jutland, I will have links down below for all of these. The Jutland is $245 at Blade HQ. I do not have a discount. Now, it is the one of the 3 with a clip. It is not reversible in this case. It is easily pinchable. Again, you have this milled titanium, beautifully milled titanium. Look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Little short clip. Now, that has, normally I say, by the way, beautifully crowned back spring. It does have a half stop and beautifully done. And I would call the pull about, man, that's a 7 all day long. It is absolutely gorgeous with this clip point blade with the satin finish. And it is in S90V. And I have enjoyed mine since I've had it. Now, I usually don't like clips on pocket clips, slip joints, pocket clips on slip joints because I like to carry them in a slip. But in this case, what I actually got out of this is that, I can carry a primary, a full-size folder, like let's say this, and then I can carry this guy, and then I can put this guy in a slip, and I can have, you know what I mean? So it gives you actually a few more options to have 1 or 2 like this, and it's fantastic. Now, it is, again, $245, and we're just going to, on these first 2, instead of reading the specs, we're just going to do it this way. It's just over 6.5 inches with a blade that is about 2 3/4 cutting edge and about 3 inches overall. And the handle length, at least the grippable part of the handle length, is 3 1/4, and the overall handle length is more like almost 3 1/2. Okay. And then weight wise, we'll just do a quick weight on these. Oh, by the way, contoured scales, which also is another reason I just literally saw this at Blade Show and I'm like, I'm buying one. I love contoured scales. I just think it's the best. This is going to be like little over 2 ounces, 2.3, let's say. Ah, look at that. I'm way off. Not way off, but I'm off. 2.6 ounces on that guy. And again, just a fantastic, 4-finger grip. You do have jimping right here, and I just dig that guy. What a great option. Now let's slip over to the Kingpin. Now, I've reviewed a couple versions of the Kingpin. There was a aluminum version. I think maybe a micarta version, maybe a plain tie. But this jigging is the most sick looking jigging. Now, most of them are a little more uniform. This is probably not a traditional pattern of jigging. Most of you are going to say that's not, a traditional jigging pattern, and it probably isn't. Now, it is contoured again, and you have a flute right here to denote your bolster, and just ridiculous ridiculous looking jigging, and it feels great. It's got a nice texture and feel to it, and 4-finger grip, okay? And you have this kind of really wild harpoon clip on a slip joint. It is in Magna Cut, and these are, by the way, all 3 of these are actually available at the time of the recording. Now, I would call that pull, again, yeah, very much a 7, very pinchable. You have the flute, the fuller on both sides, or nail nick or long pull or whatever you want to call it. And it is super snappy, great sharpening choil. You know, did we look at the sharpening choil on this one? Yeah, we're fine there. So we're good. And this guy is $295. So it's a little more expensive. I'm pretty sure it's Riot, which makes sense. 6, man. Let's see, what are we going to call this? A little over 6.5, with again, the cutting edge is like, man, we 2 5/8, I would say, and we're just under 3 inches for blade length. The overall handle length grippable is 3.5, which is fantastic. And again, let's see. Let it zero out, Casey. Come on. All right. 2.3, let's say 2.29. So again, really fantastic, beautiful slip joint. Just love the Kingpin. I think the Kingpin has really cool lines. I really love the lines on this guy, and it just seems, and it's like I said, fairly lightweight because lots of milling pockets inside. Feels contoured, feels good. This is a fantastic slip joint, and it comes with this really simple but really well done leather slip. Reminds me of a Jack Wolf slip. As a matter of fact, I think it's basically, it must be the same company doing them. Gotta be. So very, very cool indeed. We'll slip that guy, slip it over here. And we'll come out with the one that we've never reviewed. This is the trestle. Now, the trestle is interesting. It's using a kick. There is no stop pin, but it makes these wicked sounds. Listen. Now, it is titanium, and it is Coca-Cola wood, and it is Damascus, okay? And these are $90. $90. So I'm impressed, and we do have contoured scales. We have a beautiful back spring. Now, this back spring has some writing on it, Kizer, Azo, Trestle. But this is the first time I can remember seeing a slip joint with a cutout for a lanyard pin. Now, lanyard hole, sure, but we have a lanyard pin on a slip joint. That means your back spring stops here. No, your back spring actually goes under. That is wild. And it is a clip point again. It's this wicked looking Damascus. I'm not even sure exactly what to call it, but they call it Damascus. It is, again, a double fluted bolster here denoted. There is no milling for weight reduction. Beautiful Coca-Cola wood. Just a gorgeous guy. And again, you have jimping. You have a 4-finger grip. By the way, there was no jimping on the Kingpin. You have jimping here. You have a clip point here. Man, I'm sorry, guys. And just a beautiful, now you have a great sharpening choil. Azo really gets that stuff. This one is more like a 6 overall, I would say. And again, it just makes some wicked sounds. Really easy to carry. Again, let's just do this, and then we'll give you some more specs again, since this is the first time I've reviewed this one. This guy is 6 5/8 again, with a, I'm going to call it 2.5-inch cutting edge, right at 3-inch blade overall. You got a longer tang on this one. And then if we go back to just the grippable handle, 3.5, you know, these are all about, we'll put them all up here in a minute, but they're all about the same size. And I think this is going to be around that same 2.5. Nope, 2.5. There we go. So they're all right around, what did we have? We had 2.4 or 2.3, 2.6, and 2.5. So yeah, they're all right there together. Really, really interesting. Now, just out of curiosity, let's see. They call it 2.51 ounces with a handle length of 3.71, 60 to 62 on the Damascus HRC. And again, these are $90 designed by Azo. Kizer's doing some really cool stuff. Now, let's put all three out here. They're going to be very similar, as you can see. Yeah, very similar. Now, this guy was weighed a little bit more, and it's a little bit more bulky. You can see here, it is, let's just do this. This is going to be 0.44. This is going to be a little bit thinner, I would say. Wait a minute. What did we do here? Hold on. We got a 0 again. What did I do? That was wild. All right, so 0.41, so a little bit thinner. And this guy is 0.44. So the two really heavily contoured ones are thicker. Now, 0.10 on the blade stock. This is going to be 0.12. Yep. And this is going to be like 0.10 again. Yeah, 0.09. So very, very cool indeed. Fantastic little slip joints. We're going to tell you what, we'll just do this real quick. These are definitely small. There's your 8-inch Tempest, pinion, and your 7-inch Tempest microburst. You can see these are all three under that normal length that we would have there. So really, really cool indeed. As my voice cracks, what do you guys think of these three slip joint options? Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know. I'm going to try to do more of these kind of videos, just kind of lumping stuff together. That's fun. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And I appreciate you guys, and I thank you so much for your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.